Hello everyone, my name is Thomas. I'm one of the A-level science technicians at Burnley College Sixth Form Centre. Today I'm going to show you how to produce some beautiful handcrafted flowers using paper chromatography, a scientific technique normally used to separate mixtures. We'll go more into detail on chromatography and how it works once we see it in action. Before we start, I need to mention that this activity requires the use of scissors, and any young children may need help from parents when handling these. Additionally, we will be using water, so make sure to clean up any spills to avoid any slipping hazards. Now that's out of the way, let's begin. For this activity, you will need some kitchen roll, a bowl, preferably one that's not as wide as a single sheet of your kitchen roll, some water, felt tip pens of various colours, some scissors, some sellotape and a penny, and finally some pipe cleaners. Take several sheets of kitchen roll and fold it together. Then fold it into a square. This will ensure our kitchen roll is strong enough to endure the next steps. We next need to turn our square into a cone. Start by cutting a rough curve at the bottom of the kitchen roll. Remember to always be careful when using scissors, as they can be very sharp. And if you are particularly young, it might be worth getting an adult to do this step for you. Then fold it over into a cone shape. And tape the sides together. Then we need to cut off the tip of the cone. Finally, let's trim the bottom of the cone so it's nice and flat. This will ensure that the cone stands nice and stable. Now just put the cone to one side for use later. Now take another sheet of your kitchen roll, lie it flat and place a penny at its centre. Next, we are going to draw some lines around the penny. Draw a ring around the penny in one or more colours. Feel free to leave gaps and to draw lines coming out from the circle. The colour and shape of these lines will determine the final colour pattern of our flower. Now that's finished, let's put this aside as well. Take your bowl and fill it to a shallow depth with water. The water only needs to be a couple of centimetres deep. Now let's take our cone from earlier and place it in the water, with the tip pointing upwards. Now take the sheet of kitchen roll that you drew on, and place it so that the centre rests upon the tip. Basically, we want to position it so that the felt tip encircles the tip of the cone. What you should soon see is that the water travelling up the cone will soon be soaked up by the other sheet of kitchen roll. You will now need to leave this for a good 15 minutes. What you will see during this time is that the water that's travelling through the paper picks up and carries the felt tip colours, moving them through the paper. Each felt tip colour is made up of lots of different ingredients that travel through the paper at different speeds. That is why the colour is not only travelling but being spread throughout the paper. As you can see here, the lighter ingredients in the blue tend to travel further and faster than the darker ingredients. Another thing you might see in your paper is that some colours travel faster and further than others. This is because each felt tip uses different ingredients to produce different colours. The technique of separating out a mixture using paper and a liquid is what we call paper chromatography, and it can be used on more than just felt tips. Once everything has had time to soak, remove the kitchen roll from the cone and leave it to dry. Once everything has adequately dried, take a pair of scissors and cut a circle around your pattern. Once again, always remember to be very careful when using scissors, as they can be very sharp. This will be the head of our flower. And now it's time to make our stem. Take a pipe cleaner and fold it in half. Make sure that you leave a little loop in the middle. Pinch the centre of the flower and wrap the pipe cleaner around it. Then, just take the two ends of the pipe cleaner and twist them together so you create one solid stem. You can feel free to trim this if you want. It's completely up to you. And there we have it. We have used chromatography to successfully make a very beautiful flower. Before I go, let's do a quick recap of what we've done. In this activity, we have used paper chromatography, a technique normally used to separate mixtures. In paper chromatography, a mixture is transported through paper by a liquid, and each component of the mixture will travel at different speeds, and therefore separate them. We have used this to separate felt tip colours and create some beautiful patterns on some kitchen rolls. Then we took the patterns to create our flowers. I would like to thank you all for watching, and I hope you are enjoying this year's Science and Technology Festival. Goodbye.